does not allow for mercy.
Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 10 of our legendary Kroq-Gar Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here with our skink missile specialist here, Tikal. I can't exactly remember the name of them, I think it's a skink, chameleon skink sentinel, but they're holding the line against Anar, the demon prince, and I think it's going to be an absolutely smackening for us, which it likely will. Our skinks aren't going to be a lot of help here other than as missile soaks. We'll try to get them engaged with the pink horrors, but as you can see they got 42, 42, or 30, I guess 34, 42 on melee attack and defense. So they are no slouches, and they will rip right through our skink cohort like they don't exist. So we'll see what we can do here. We have no choice but to hold the line, and hopefully we can take down the blue scribes and even Anar. But we will find out. Let's begin. Alright, so they are controlling of the hill there, so we should probably try and fall back into this forest here. Let's go ahead and start deployment. We'll have, let's say, the javelin skinks starting the fight. Don't know how close we want to be to them. I guess up as close as we can where we're fighting them in the forest, but they're not able to necessarily take advantage of the forest themselves. Alright, cool. Then we'll go ahead and have the normal skinks deployed behind them. They are going to tire the enemy out. Is basically their job is to absorb ammunition and make the enemy tired. Red crest a little bit behind them. A little bit more useful. Saurus, I wouldn't mind having Saurus very close up to the front line because they're going to be charging in and doing as much damage as possible. Let's go ahead and have one more skink javelin cohort here. And I guess the other guys that are available to us, they'll rush around on the side here. Alien skink stalkers. I think we actually want up front kind of weaken the guys on end that are coming on in with their explosive shots. They'll be very good at trying to hunt down. And I guess with only 26, they won't even do anything at all to the Exalted Pinks. Just gotta bounce off. Redactyl's back here. Sneaky Lord here, and then our Shadow Priest in the woods. Melkoth is fairly decent at ripping, at least tearing off the shields on our opposing horrors. We'll find out. Kroq-Gar used to have the woodsman trait here on Lustria Rises. They do not, so they are going to struggle in the woods, but we don't have a lot of choice. They've got to hide. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab our single entities. The Javelin Expendables up front. And the normal infantry. And our damage dealers. Alright. Let it begin. Just gotta stay in the jungles as much as possible. Force them to do their fighting in the jungles as well. For Predactyls, you bring yourselves round wide. Looks like the Kroq-Gar ready to kind of charge through enemy lines. How much magic do we have? 69, and nice. Let's go ahead and get moving. Here comes some fireballs. And Spear Leech. Hopefully this fireball can hit the enemy. Ah, it did. The javelins deal with these Chaos Furies here. Our Lord took a lot of damage. He's not liking those Spear Leeches. They can throw those up pretty much free. Dactyl, stay nearby. We're going to use you to go after the enemy lord or the blue scribes there. Mirror missile. Go ahead and take you guys off of fire at will. Nice try. Go ahead and bring yourself around so we can start harassing the weird spawn. It's going to be not a fun battle no matter what for them. We'll go ahead and have the Stalkers now pull back. That way they can try to go after some blue horrors or something on the sides. Tear them apart real quick. Have the Kroq-Gar come together to go after one unit of those spawn at the same time there. Start falling back. As soon as he notices us, the Spear Leech is coming right back down. Ooh, even worse, a blue fire. See if we can juke it. Oh, we juked a couple of them. Still more damage than we can handle. Get back in the woods. You guys use the trees as your shield as well. It'll be a very juicy target for those pink horrors. There goes the Spirit Leech. Get back into our lines there. We can Melkoth's Mystifying on... Just rip the rest of his shield off. Red Crest come up and try to help. Our Lord needs to not be in any kind of combat with them whatsoever. Now that they're firing, let's go ahead and bring... They haven't started to yet. Oh yeah. Our poor troops in the woods are going to get annihilated. Red Crest, come help. Alright, Colossodons, you guys go after those blue scribes right now. Bring the Saurus up. You need to fall back as well. Just keep the elite guys going around to the side. Kroq-Gar. Move our expendable lads on in. Red Crest trying to push through. They did pretty much what I expected. So let's have them rampage and hopefully they can tear him down before they get dropped themselves. Kroq-Gar can send you after those exalted pinks? Let's find out. They annihilated the blue scribes. Oh, I completely forgot about my Penumbral Pendulum. Now they're in the exalted pinks. Come on, rip apart who you can. Looks like they're being... Not sure what that ability is, actually. Come on, Kroq-Gar, do your thing. Melkoth's Mystifying on this group of Forsaken. All of our skinks are falling. Colossodon hunters are doing pretty well against the pink horrors. They're just going to start getting overwhelmed pretty soon. Just going to draw them away. Kroq-Gar getting stuck. Have them working together with the Kroq-Gar. That'll be just glorious. Sneaky Skinky Boy, keep falling back. See if you can keep shooting the darts at that enemy Demon Prince. Go for another Penumbral Pendulum here now that all their armor is gone. Give it pretty decent damage. Get him Kroq-Gar. Try to get those charge through. They act kind of similar to Starbrand, where they charge through the enemy. A lot of skeeks. Get in there and take down those blue horrors if we can. We're about out of magics too, unfortunately. Thought my Red Crest could have the ability to not die. Charge through. Let's break as many of these demons as we can. Also, with hunters away. Oh, I hear Gideon's Golden Hound somewhere. Got out of Melkoth. Let's go ahead and drop that on these exalted things. See if we can kill them. Colossodon hunters, you should be away. Let's go ahead and have them rampage into whatever you want there. Kroq-Gar pulled away. Red Crest pulled the line. Looks like they realize what the danger is. Actually stop. Oh, that's the wrong one. If we can stop their rampage, we get them a little bit closer. Doesn't seem like it's working though. Kroq-Gar pull away from them. Let's go ahead and tear them down. Actually, don't come out of the woods. Go ahead and help out with these exalted pinks. Surround and destroy the units we likely can win against. And Kroq-Gar. Catch the menu with these Zangors, and the Kroq-Gar can turn and smash them. Colossodon hunters are running. Javelin boys, come on back in. Let's go ahead and chuck if we can. Or you actually go after the exalted pinks. That way they're not coming back. Our group of the center's gone. Go ahead and fall back there. Now you fought hard, lads. Don't know who was in the cards this time. We can't charge them through into this big blob of pinks. I expected them to do a little bit more damage to the Zangors than they did. Got a decent charge. Kroq-Gars, I think, need a little bit of help with their mass. They're a little bit lackluster on the charge. They kind of stop after couple steps into the enemy lines, and they don't do much besides. Alright, well I think that is likely going to be that. See about any more Melkosmith flag we can cast. Oh, it's too late. And that's the end for this settlement. Alright, well we lost the battle, but at least we won't be seeing the blue scribes for a few turns. And we took out a couple of their Spawn of Siege and these Chaos Furies, so they have to do a little bit of recruiting to keep their momentum up, and hopefully Kroq-Gar come on in and deliver the hammer. Ooh, it's time for the dinner bell. Gottfried Boca, the Conquistador, has returned again. This time he's made his way to an ancient temple. His men are busy dismantling every small plaque and fixture. He's just trying to start some trouble. The Conquistador calls them wordlessly to a halt as we approach. The tense silence is then shattered as an immense golden gong breaks loose from atop the pyramid. Conquistador steps aside as it crashes past him, echoing on every step, before reverberating with one last boom as it settles. Somewhere in the jungle, a roar. It is time we put a definitive end to this vandal. We've got war wagons, some Empire Knights, and some swordsmen. They are nothing to our Behalus. We attack. And we are not ambushing them, but Gottfried has met his last. Alright. So we should find the nearest forest and plant most of our chameleon skinks there. So we'll go ahead and have the defenders up front, of course. A little bit more of a boxy formation. We'll have a unit of 3 chameleons behind them. We'll make kind of a checkerboard out of the chameleons. And then on this side, we'll kind of do the same. So let's do 2 of them up front, be disruptive with our Lord Skirmisher, and then everyone else can kind of hang out near the woods, like these 2 Saurus. And then our weakened Red Crest. Coatl can hide the Saurus, which I think is hilarious. And also the Explosive Boys, too, so they're all hiding underneath the Coatl's little aura here. Behalus and the Parasaur Rider teams as well, so we'll just kind of keep a little sneaky squad of... Well, actually, hang on now. Let's grab all of our Parasaur Rider teams and such. I want the Behalus here in the middle. This poor squad can move and be sneaky elsewhere. Yeah, so quite like that. I will have the Skeet Chief defending them. Get our single entities together. Our infantry, which only you guys need to be in guard mode. The ranged lads, and then our war beasts, which you 2 need to be in guard mode. Let's put this Conquistador down. Move up a bit to this kind of good point flank. Send them on out. Looks like they're sending their nice rounds. We'll have you guys follow them. Pull the Coatl back. They're sending their rifled jeeps with them, which our skirmishers handle pretty well. Get over here after these Empire Knights. We'll send the skirmishy boys forward, and the Behalus can join. Let's grab the 2 Saurus spears and set them up on either side of this rock. Keep chasing them down. Go ahead and catch them there with this group since they're in the woods. They should really not enjoy that. Meanwhile, the skirmish can go kind of wide. We've got halberdiers, they're moving in. Let's charge down with this group. We'll have the Coatl and our captain take down these war wagons. Everyone else can get the other group. Oh, we've got the Colossodon Rex, huh? Who wants to meet my big friend? Oh, here he is. Good grief, that's a big old T-Rex. Let's hunt down this lord here. He thinks he's scary with his grenade launcher. He's almost too big to do anything. It seems more up Slimesh's alley, so we'll have you guys gonna chase off these skirmishers. Colossodon Rex is annihilating this general. He's a large target though, so the halberds will get lots of really good hits. Bring our explosive boys to chase off So what's left over here? The Watt will come help, and our chief do kind of do the same. Gonna keep you guys away from all these knights who've apparently already captured you. That's a little bit unfortunate. Where's my defenders at? You hit this group, you guys go after these guys. What the? Skirmishers do their thing. Recreating some Jurassic Park moments here. These Jeeps aren't going to escape though. Oh, we can do the Tyrant's Roar. Mine is 24 melee defense. It's got it up. Exactly. Let's do some Chain Lightning now. Thinking keeping our Colossodon Rex fighting is a good call. Spears come in here and finish off these swordsmen. I'm gonna do some lightning drop. Pterosaur Rider teams come over here and run over these halberdiers. Are for a real bad time. Behalus is rampaging, unfortunately. Oh, the whole other group of knights caught our sneaky boys. They did not enjoy. We have the Colossodon come help out. It gets caught by the Behalus, they're done already, but guys, all the guard modes, they can fight who they want. They're gonna blow up these war wagons for me. Poor enemy lord. Go ahead and give these guys a rear charge, and that should finish things off nicely. So big, he's clipping through the ground. Our Behalus is a large monster, but man, Colossodon Rex is huge. What's the speed comparison? So 63 on our Behalus, because I think he has wounds, and 90 on Colossodon Rex. I think it's just his animations are slowing him down. Hitting the ground or something. That is awesome. We're going to round up as many of the Conquistadors troops as we can, and I'll catch you guys in a moment. Alright, like that, the Conquistador falls. Let's see if this is the end for him. We'll go ahead and take the extra... I think the replenishment, truthfully. Zac Dawn's Light, we have killed now 50... Oh, I guess we're closing in on 1,500 enemies. The Burning Skies of Inhimex have now been issued, so we have got 4 Blessed Sword Spears on the horizon, and now Silence is Golden. Mighty Hunter has been awakened from its slumber. Its belly now full, it shows no hostility towards the expedition. As it curls up to rest, it spits out a mangled golden mask. Our adversary has at long last been vanquished. He is in the tum-tum of a Colossodon. Which, spoiler alert, is very hard to escape from, even with, your plot armor. So A&R here is due to be wiped out with a auto-resolve. It's what he deserves. Come here, buddy. Oh, don't run. It's time. And the final clapping of that Big Bird. Hopefully, what level were you? We should have checked. Hopefully that's the end for him. We lost a lot of Saurus in that fight, though. We'll go ahead and take the extra replenishment. We're already up in the gold chevrons for most of our guys, which is just beautiful. Let's take the replenishment. Take it on for Kevin. And there's the Burning Sky, so 4 more Blessed Saurus Spears, which is fantastic. I believe they're the same as your normals, they just have perfect vigor instead. Ooh, a failure. Let's go ahead and check. What is different about you? They have Woodsman, Charge Reflection, probably more of the Resistance as well. I'm also not sure which of these buffs are coming from Kroq-Gar himself. I'll go ahead and upgrade the Pyramid City of Zlotlan up to the Holy Ziggurat. As we start building up some of our bases of operation here. We are going to have to war with the Dawi, the Warmbloods have trespassed on the Serpent Coast, even if it wasn't their fault. We just have to make sure Kroq-Gar's here, because Skorigny here is apparently sitting here as insurance that we won't fight. Which he thinks is going to work for him. I think not this time. Aquasaurus. Go ahead and give you the upgraded Cherupins there. Give them the Cherupin Gunner team. As many of them as we can get. We also can't... I don't think there's anything that we can do for the Archaeopteryx. So they're going to be feral the entire time here. Let's grab 2 of the Blessed Spearsaurus. I think from there we'll just hatch up some more goodies. We can give him the Colossodon Rex. I think it costs 413. But what better to take down that Dawi with than a great big beastie that's a gigantic target for all of its guns? Yeah, let's do it. Colossodon Rex. Extremely expensive. We can afford it now. I think we also want to go ahead and hatch up. Get over here in Regiment's Renown. Legion of Chalkwood has the ability that gives everyone around them a lot of extra missile resistance, which is pretty awesome. What do we want to theme this army up as, though? We've got some Sauropod Riders that are not my absolute favorite. We've got the Cryptonoth, which is excellent. Only the one Archaeopteryx. Maybe we go 4 Mace Saurus, and then... I do like the Parasaur Rider teams much more than the Sauropod Riders, but that feels kind of strange. So we'll go ahead... They're more expensive than the Yamiboro. They're pretty dang good, I will not lie. We'll just go for some Yamiboro Riders too, so we'll have a couple of really good bonus few large units. I guess just armor piercing for the likes of our Dawi friends. More artillery pieces is also probably what we need there, to be honest. So if anything, the Archaeopteryx is probably going to get removed for another big Cryptonoth if we can send them that way. I do like the Duradon and the Cryptonoth both. Alright, well that's extremely expensive. Itsy you failed. We'll go ahead and give you boost income though. Our Toklex convoy, I don't believe they're finished with their convoy just yet, so we'll go ahead and give them... What's the play? Specimens gained is probably better for the next send on out, so we should probably just go for Unseen Protector. Start upgrading him himself, that way we can come on into... Well, as I say that, just having the replenishment rate is pretty dang good. I think Kroq-Gar launching an invasion on Tzeentch is a sketchy call. And claiming all these settlements for ourselves would be awful. We're going to end up doing so, but it's going to be awful. Alright, Kroq-Gar, you just going to hang out in Dawn's Light for a turn or two, get maximum replenishment? We will go for... I think upkeep production. Very useful. Helmet of Cassadora is my go-to spell there. We can also go ahead and upgrade Uranus Thunderbolt one last time, and then probably go for Cleanse Corruption. Make sure Chaos doesn't get its hold here. Gleaming Bended of Chotek. Actually, pretty good now that you're up on a Stegodon. Give him an Ogre Blade too, which bumps up his weapon strength a pretty good amount. And you have the Scroll of Leeching at current. What if we combine up these Channeling Staffs, which are actually pretty good? You get an Armor of Silvered Steel. I'm going to give you Glittering Scales instead. And then the Trickster Shard to hurt all of the Tzeentch boys. Looks good. And then... the Mirrored Pool, Armor of Silvered Steel. We can actually start giving our Expedition Chiefs some armor now. So Silvered Steel it is for you. Up to 60. It's on the standard of Chotek. So we need this with Kroq-Gar since we have the Gleaming Banner, so we can try to get all 3 of those bonuses there. What do we want to get rid of? Leadership when fighting Skaven is not the most useful, so we'll go ahead and grab this on standard there. Rat Spawn Sacrifice. Alright, glorious. Oh, can these Yamiboro be upgraded? I think almost. We need to get them up to rank 5, and they're at 4, I'm guessing. Okay, so almost. We'll keep the Cryptonaut, or the Amacanth, for their ability to rip through walls, and I think these Saurus Warriors are finally going to go ahead and get the boot. For probably... Legion of Chocolate would be great, wouldn't they? They would. I want another single entity or like a hero, so that's what we'll kind of save for. Where are our hero options? We can have 3 Saurus Scarvets, so we'll go ahead and sit one down and join up with Kroq-Gar then. I think we have to recruit them pretty high up here though, which I don't really enjoy. That's alright, so we've got a Weapon Master. Oh, hang on now. Reload time reduction. aggressive, and strong. Let's go for the Weapon Master. Weetzakon. Did you get the other one too, because they're both really good. Grab the strong Taksa. Ooh, that's a mouthful. You can join up with Rostral though. Training, spread control. Same thing with you. You look glorious, sir. But I have no ancillaries or anything else really to give you. So you've gotta wait. Such is the way. Jungle Swarm for all armies and immune to Skaven plagues, and what's that? 8 more melee attack. It's the Sacrifice to Sotek. That's pretty dang good. We go for any of the smaller ones here. I do like the Sacrifice to Sholanka on repeat. We'll save the Sacrifice to Sotek for when we're needing to throw hands with the Dawi. Armor, stock. Yeah, none of these really are all that fantastic. The extra ward save when fighting against the demons is pretty good, but we don't necessarily need that right now. I think we've already got it equipped anyway. So Dawn's Light will go ahead and repair the Harbor as well. Alright, glorious. You'll look at our diplomacy. No one really has any deals for us, and we can't trade with any other of our kin, so we shall relax for a turn. Plan being, we'll go ahead and recruit up another general down here in the south to hold the Fortress of Dawn. So maybe not a Chameleon Skink Sentinel. They're fine, but we're going to go for another. Actually, let's do our first salon. We've got 5th generation Lord Jixulub. We've got Lord Scrana the 4th. And Clack all of the 4th as well with these names. We got Kroq-Gar that we confederated through, so he's a light priest. I want the high mage, so we'll grab this 5th generation. Pretty weak he is. That's unfortunate. Can we wake up another one? Let's wake up someone who's a little bit better. Oh, we can't for a few turns. That does tend to be the way, doesn't it? Since we're doing a lot of recruiting. I guess we've already done the recruiting, haven't we? Okay, well, let's come on back in and we'll grab one of the... I guess the 4th generation Kroq-Gar. From Zlatlan. You'll defend Fortress of Dawn instead. Just a bunch of skinks. Sounds like a bad time. So let's go ahead and give you... nothing to start. Yep, you could hold the line by yourself. How exciting. Scroll of Leeching sounds good. We'll go ahead and give him the Rat Spawn Sacrifice. Our big banana slan. And that'll be the turn. Rite of Sotek performed for Hexawaddle there. And our expedition is complete, so we've got a new Kryptonoth, a new Behalus, a new Amakanth. So two Kryptonoth and 2 Behalus. Very good expedition. That means more artillery. Alright, Kroq-Gar, what is Kairos fielding? Probably a pretty nasty army, actually, at this point. I am a foe of the feathers. See if you can't get this Exalted Hero here. Try again. Ooh, you failed again. How many times can you fail? Apparently a ton. Actually, Rostral's just fine here, so we'll give both of these guys the order to march on south. Once we've pacified Kairos, should be good to turn and betray the Dawi. Not sure why they've elected just to trespass instead of asking us for military access. I figure we'd be better friends with them by now. He's so much stronger than us, he just doesn't feel like he has to ask us permission. He's brave. You're lucky I'm not here for a civil war with the lizards. Otherwise, you would be doomed. We could go ahead and reunify with Zlatlan, which we already have done. We've got Tloxlan, and looks like Zlanwapek, so a lot of the smaller, minor factions. We shall wait. Really want to do hit Kairos. He's going to keep teleporting across new armies, so Kroq-Gar might be here for a little bit. He might indeed. So actually, this extra yummy Boro I have, let's trade it out for another artillery piece. So bring Khadgar over. He's just gonna get teleported up on. They have us. They have us trapped here. Go ahead and hatch us a Krychtonoth for more artillery. They're just sitting here. If he has no more enemies right now, means we are like the next one.
Speak.
Oh, when did we trespass on our own territory? I see. Alright, well, I think Ironbrow's gonna be coming after us soon. Be bad news for the Golden Tower. Holding the line against the Dawi is gonna be tough. Alrighty then. He can't teleport out to open sea, so maybe we can convince him to come on away, because we have pretty well fully replenished here. Let's come on out. Now we can threaten Volatrax, while also keeping an eye on Dawn's Light, so he shouldn't be able to teleport too far in that we can't come back and strike. But we'll see. Set up Kroq-Gar right here. If you can't. Oh, you can't this turn. Fair enough. I don't want skinks. Not even a little bit. So we'll go ahead and give you a couple of the Blessed Saurus. Blessed Saurus it is. Then Rostral, I actually think... How was the control here? Plus 19. You leave, what is it? Plus 9. Well, that works for me. Let's drop you into an ambush, just in case we get betrayed by Torek, and we'll go on the other side of this bridge. There is no trust. Alright, cool stuff. Not sure why you continue to trespass, but whatever makes you happy. Can't quite afford the Rite of Ferocity, so we'll skip on through and... Oh, hang on, now we've got a new caravan to dispatch. Of course we do. So Boxa, we'll get you on added in. You get the extra Kroxagor, which buffs up all of our Gakolo. Alright, well, perfect. Our screen is all fixed now. Lovely. We now have sent everyone to each of them. That's why we had the event for good old Colossodon Rex, who has been acquired. So next we should probably start working on the herd extractions for good old gigantic Quetzal. I think it's called Quetzalcoatlus. We'll find out. So we need to go now to the Great Desert of Araby, the Dragonfang Mount, Lost Plateau, Great Turtle Isle with the herd extraction. I actually would very much like some flyers. So let's go to the Great Desert of Araby, and hopefully we don't get nothing but chickens. Chicken nuggets are good, but I would prefer some big angry Phoenix-esque birds. Give us the Moltres. We could just go in for live capture. That would pretty much guarantee the good units, wouldn't it? But we need to go for the herd extraction for our event, so we shall. 300 is a spooky number there. Assign skill points, really. Ah, indeed. Go ahead and give you... Actually, Meticulous. Because we won't be going for the live capture just yet. We finish up our list of the others. And a turn. Alright, now some Aesir trespassers. No, 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 this won't do, they're all wrong. High Elves visited this site and their princeling leader was expecting to receive a dragon. He wants to fly, he came all this way for one. His followers promise the eggs they have acquired for him are dragon eggs, and they are lying to him and they know it. So we should go ahead and... Oh, good grief. The intervention there would be very scary. You have 2 Skink Chiefs ourselves, so we could probably get some good damage on the Sun Dragon as it crosses the field. She is on foot. Alright, let's go ahead and intervene and get ourselves another Skink Oracle. Big victory with medium casualties. I kind of want to just let this one go to the auto-resolve. That's a lot of High Elves. A lot of them have chariots. The chariots, I guess, are not really that big of a deal. Let's go for it. She can do a better job than I think Auto Resolve can. We'll at least try. She doesn't have any of her really good spells. If we keep the Sun Dragon away from our front lines, we shouldn't have to deal with the Dragon Breath destroying everything in one single go. So let's take it to him. Alright. Fighting the High Elves does tend to be quite a pain. If we can close the gap, we should be in pretty good shape. Let's go ahead and do something like where we have our millions together with the defenders out front. If anyone has to get hit by Dragonfire, it is going to be them. I'm going to have both of our Ancient Salamanders here. He needs to kind of be in the middle, that way everyone can keep firing their blow darts. We'll have kind of a secondary chameleon group off on the other side, and it will have the Oracle with it. Both Oracles, actually, because they have some pretty nasty damage they can throw out. So Kroq-Gar behind them, and the defenders again in front. I'm going to put the Chief here, both of them actually, and our Oracle kind of out front for our Expedition Chief. So Kroq-Gar will be in charge of tying up cavalry, and the Salamanders will be in charge of destroying them. In their own group, and then the Kroq-Gar too. Let it begin. Bring everyone a little bit closer together. We'll send you guys out front to... Well, actually, let's send everyone together. We do need to harass the dragon. Can't just let it come all the way over here without taking any damage. Chiefs go this way. There's the Ithlamar chariots. Start firing those blow dart shots at you. Really doesn't seem to like that at all. Alright, fireball coming our way now. Dodge what you can. Oh, it still managed to hit him. Well done, elves. Enjoy losing all of your archers. Storm of Jolanka can go back through, hit the arch. Oh, it's a little bit of a bad shot. Keep falling back. You guys do. Go ahead and turn, get ready for the incoming charge. Kinda got them bogged in. Not super clean. You guys fire here, you all shoot at this group of Silver Helms, and the Kroq-Gar, you go get them as well. It's like we are going to get some fire breath, but not nearly as bad there. Alright, Acid Spitters, go ahead and move up. Push over the top there. We'll have the Sneak Commandos start rotating. They should get a lot of damage each. Skink Chief, go back and deal with you. Kroq-Gar should be getting eviscerated. Or not Kroq-Gar, I mean the Silver Elms. Avoid. Gotta avoid getting caught by those spears as much as possible. Moving and fire on those light armor elves. They're all caught in here with the Sanctum, so snakes ahoy. And once it actually pops in, it does a lot of damage. Didn't seem to as much that time, but on over, we can drop some rocks here. Unless they don't just get exploded by fireworks. That works for me. Now the center, the enemy fireball mage is still just back there, casting away. Kroq-Gar should stop her permanently. We can move in with everyone else. Surround and destroy the surviving Asur. Let's bring the other chameleons over to help out back here. Kroq-Gar smush this unit. We'll just kind of have the explosive boys hunting down what's left over here. Beautiful stuff. Our courage has failed us. I don't know if it was ever going to do much for you in the first place. Get him, chameleons. Our Byzantine blow darts. Worked out very well, much better than a Pyrrhic victory there. Gotta be nice and patient. And lure enemy dragons into a giant barrage of explosive fireballs. Black is thick here. In a moment. Alright, that is an Archmage / Prince destroyed. You brought back for a sacrificial offering. We didn't actually gain that much gold from the fight, which is a little bit strange, all things considered. Also, replenishment's not that high, so we're gonna go ahead and take the extra gold. Roll Stroll, the Ambuscator. And Boxa is now a competent protector, so our troops are gonna have a little bit more leadership when defending. Yeah, something's really strange there about that. They only moved once they thought that our units weren't here. We'll let him move on away. Grigny's still here, waiting to attack the Golden Tower, should he be given the go-ahead. Let's see, can we defend even without that? Probably not, actually. We'll go ahead and drop in the Mystic Barriers for however much gold. Extremely expensive, but very worth it. I also would rather go for that. Truthfully, rather upgrade the Geomantic Spire. Let's do this first. One down, we can hopefully hunt down Kairos too. Oh, he's in March. Let me defeat him with an auto-resolve. We can also upgrade Kroq-Gar a bit. Let's do it. Let's do it. So we'll also go in here to the Sacrifice of Sotek and go for... This one costs 500, but we'll take the extra Horde save against demons. Sacrifice to Potek. Now we charge. Kairos' army is pretty scary. Let's see how well the auto-resolve treats us. We lose no one extra missile resistance to our Kryptonoth. He's a big beastie. And we'll get the auto-resolve. Sorry, Kairos. Not today. We will take the gold. Alright, that's another Feather for Torque, and we've got these Star Chamber Guardians for our big Toad Priest here. We'll pop into March and bring into Dawn's Light. Kroq-Gar, you can pretty much do the same. Go into March and stay on the seas. Alright, then we'll go ahead and give you a little bit more upkeep reduction, up to a 9% total. Evan will go ahead and give you Curse of the Night Wind, and then start working on Cleanse Corruption. Or our Boxa Convoy. Let's grab Studious and Subtle. At Gar, we've got more Geomantic Energy built up. I think that's absolutely the call. Get some lovely Cataclysm spells. Here at Dawn's Light, let's go for the Skink Favelas. Make us a little bit more gold. And see if this hero can take down this iridescent horror instead.
Hunter has got luck.
Ooh, well done. You finally succeeded. That is a nasty lad of Zinj dealt with. Gets rid of a little bit of their corruption there, too. Got 8,000 gold. We come on over to Tuatiqua and get the Floating Gardens, which gives all of our armies in this province 2 uses of Shield of the Old Ones. The Big Bubble of Nope can be used for all. And then also, income from buildings plus 5% again. What do we really need for our buildings? The Beast Layer, probably? Just for our research for the Tablet of Beasts. Plus to upgrade all those feral boys. Also, Terminating the Great Plan is incredibly useful. Let's do the Taming Pen first. Those skulls at least is fairly safe. A little bit of gold left. We can go ahead and chuck in. Is this the Skink Colchin Riders, Saurus Riders, and then the Skinked Hornthorn Riders? Interesting. Feral Great Worm. I mean, that's a very good building force, but it's only giving us that cab, and we kind of already have that set up here with Kroq-Gar. Let's go for the walls, make sure Teotihuacan stays protected. That means Winzy Khan, I'm actually going to send you up to join with Rostral, and the other one we'll send back down to hang out with Kroq-Gar, who is on sea patrol for now. Yeah, Rostral indeed has not been moved. Can we go ahead and give him another... I think we could give him a Kryktonoth too instead of these Archaeopteryx. We're going to need the armor piercing. So we'll go ahead and kick you on out and get us a Kryktonoth. Catches up another lovely Ankylosaurus. Beautiful. Now Rostral can stay where he's at, and we'll go ahead and just check our diplomatic stances here. Really. The Lizardmen are very hard to get on side. How much are we sitting at for our reservoir? Can't see it any longer, can we? The geomantic reservoir is missing. I just have to guess, don't we? Anywhere we can see it? No. Not at all. Alright, so we'll have to guess. We have at least 125. Hopefully we should be zooming quite along then towards the others. I think what we'll do first is resurrect... Well, no, we can resurrect Itza later on, which is, thankfully, thank you to you in the comments who have let me know you can resurrect fallen factions. But what we'll do is we'll actually pull in this Gaia cohort of Hexawaddle, grab their great big empire, and all of the goodies that comes with that. That is the plan. Alright, border traps. We have come across a series of unintuitive and ancient puzzles along the border. Each has already been solved. It seems someone had successfully deactivated each gauntlet of traps many years ago. Were we to repair and reset the defenses, it would surely discourage new trespassers. 400 gold would cause all armies we're facing within sight to battle become very tired and demoralized. Actually very worth it, because we just started the expedition. And that'll work for all battles fought. Right, Awakening. Let's see if we get a better Slaawn Mage Priest. I want to grab another High Priest, because ours is terrible. Yoink. Let's see if we got a better one this time. It is of the 5th generation as well. They don't want you to have very good High Mages, do they? Could also just be really bad luck of the draw. Alright, such is the way. So Kroq-Gar, you... Looks like they're going to build up some more troops. What we'll do with Kroq-Gar then... Do the same thing last time, and just threaten Volatrax. For Serpendar, we'll go for the Skink Villas to make a little bit of gold there too. And that should be all for that turn. Rostral, yes, you have a very boring job for now as Throny moves up back north. Oh, they're at war with the Sky Cohort.
I should slay
As soon as this
you
army
where you
disappears, we're going to start
stand.
clapping cheeks. Let's get prepared here next to the Temple of Skulls now. Oh, no, we need to stay here, that we can react to either side. And I think we'll go ahead and get rid of this new unit of Saurus Warriors that I just recruited for our Corvette. Okay, there's our geomantic energy, 147. We're getting there. We also want to get to our battle with you claim Lord Kroq as soon as possible. Kroq-Gar, you hang out here at Dawn's Light. Can't really do much otherwise. No one to be upgraded just yet. Replacing these Cold One Spear Riders with their Horned One brethren would be very, very, very good. Alright, we'll skip on through. Hero not moved. Our new assassin of the Tzeentchian, although you do struggle against exalted heroes. Keith, come on and join up. Just in case, and turn. He's actually no longer at war with the... because there are no more Lizardmen, huh? Oh, we'll take the peace treaty then. But we will always remember that they had a hand in the fall of Savage Orcs. Greenskins have entered this secret site. Their shaman remains in the throes of a mushroom-fueled vision quest, which allowed him to detect and navigate the hidden crossing point. They have not stopped dancing, and they will eventually ever, and who knows what chaos and carnage awaits then. We absolutely will intervene. We should be able to just drop kick them. Yep, ambush them, so we'll go ahead and just give that one a good resolve. And annihilate it. We will take the gold. Love to see you gaining skills just by sitting here. Let's go ahead and give you the Net of Amantalk for an additional ability to lock down enemy lords. Matza, I think now we'll give you Subtle. Just to maximize that potential to ambush our enemies. I see that Tzeentch is having a hard time resupplying their forces, so we're going to move on Volatrax now. Tried to play us. Not this time. Oh, they got us anyway. We're right next to the settlement. Come on now. Well, alright, we're going to have to take some attrition. That's silly. But not in a good way. Let's come on back up north. Could we just do any upgrades here at Zlotlan, which is a gigantic settlement? Go for the gem mine. And the Order settlement. Good old, what is it called again? The Old One Monument? Definitely. Let's go for growth. Build up Zlotlan as fast as we can. It'll take 11 turns for the next growth point, so we'll go ahead and just slot that into AWAKEN, I believe. Everything's all built up. We are going to be at war with Zorn soon, but we need to let them kind of come on over and start fighting against Zlotlan proper. And then we can make our move. Fighting against fellow Lizardmen is a mistake. Alright, so we'll come on in here then and upgrade our growth building. Let's get Barrios for both of these for a lot more money. We'll send one of these chiefs out to go hunt down Baronair. We don't have any gold. And we skip through and we end the turn. Or the final one here for this episode. Right, a fairly uneventful intern, actually, thankfully. Looks like Acold is back. And we've got an uncovered armory. So we'll go ahead and once again go for Grateful Spirits, which I think we can stack on up and keep getting more and more physical resistance, which I think is hilarious. The sequence of construction here, so the combination of magical dexterity and the Kroq-Gar's immense physical strength reduces construction time considerably. Thank you, Crocodidads. We've got a little bit of construction cost reduction and less construction time for capitals. And just settlement buildings too. Okay, so no one's here, so we should be able to just take down Volatrax. I'll resolve that one. And we are going to take it upon ourselves to settle this. So we will loot and occupy, although we're not taking any more attrition. What Cube of Darkness. That was another recharge reducer. Not very good. Looks like Bunjichi's gonna aid us in our invasion. Go fight the Dawi, you clown. He's like, no, we're gonna help you with your invasion of the Southern Wastes. Fair enough. Go ahead and wait the turn. Take a little bit longer than that, so we'll go ahead and upgrade our Dawn's Light settlement. If there's nothing better to do at Teotihuacan, or even the Temple of Skulls. For now, there is not. We can upgrade things here at Sotek's Trail. Labor District, probably more growth is a good call. And then the Weapon Crafters Commune. We're not doing much recruitment down here. But it would unlock the Determining the Great Plan technology, so we were able to actually keep moving on. So we need the scrying pool here for this one. We're kind of trapped in here for the time being. We'll move through there, and then we'll see where we can put in a scrying pool. I think those will only go in... Oh no, perfect. We can put one on here. More research rate, and more movement range for anyone moving through this territory, which I think is a good call. Keep Raw Straw here for the invasion of the Serpent Coast whenever it is time. Looks like that's going to be That's going to be the turn, so that's all the time I have got for today. Thank you all so much once again for stopping by today's Kroq-Gar campaign. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Subtron. See you on the next one.